How's it going, guys? This is Juan from Agent and Leads, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 biggest time wasters for real estate agents, okay? So let's go for it. All right, guys, so let's talk about the number 1 time waster for real estate agents, and of course, that's social media. Of course, everybody knows that social media is a very important part of a real estate business, but we have to be careful not to be wasting time on social media. Okay, so these are a couple of tips that I recommend real estate agents to follow to make sure that they don't get away from what's supposed to be done. Okay, so the first thing, of course, and the most important thing is make sure that you book time out of your day, maybe every day or every couple of days, in which you're gonna be working on social media posts. Value that you give your clients, okay? But make sure that you book the time, okay? Maybe 15, 30, 45 minutes a day. That's more than enough time to make sure that you plan some really interesting posts for your viewers, all right? Now, the second tip when it comes down to social media, which I think is even a better one, is to make sure that you don't have any of the social media apps on your phone. If you have them, make sure that you erase them from your phone, and that's gonna help you not kind of be on your phone kind of wondering what's out there on social media land, okay? If you're gonna check Facebook, make sure that you do it from a desktop, and again, that's definitely gonna help to lower the time that you spend on social media, just wasting time. And of course, the next option when it comes down to social media is to completely turn the phone off. And I know, or put it on airplane mode or whatever. Now, I know that that probably doesn't work for a lot of people just because we're actually making calls all day. But if you have an office phone, make sure that you turn your cell phone and use the office phone, and you know that you're definitely not going to be kind of wandering back and forth on your phone looking at social media. All right, guys, the number 2 time waster for real estate agents is just worrying about what other real estate agents are doing. Now, the reason why it's a time waster is because it's going to take the focus away from what you're supposed to be doing. If you have a plan, make sure that you are focused and go on a straight line to your goals. If you start to look what other people are doing, of course, it's going to take the focus away, which means that you're going to take longer to get to your goals. Plus, you don't even know if they're even successful. So you might be actually following somebody that's not even successful, all right? So again, make sure that you put your head down, focus, and stop worrying what other realtors are doing. All right, guys, now the number 3 time waster for real estate agents is just a lot of chit chat with other realtors at the office. All right. Of course, we are outgoing. We like to talk to people, but we have to be aware of our time. Okay. We only have so many hours a day to be productive. So if we start to talk to realtors about random stuff that's not going to take your business forward, it is a time waster. So there's a couple of things that you can do to make sure that you stay focused without looking or sounding like you are a snob or mean to them or anything like that. So the first thing that I like to do is put my headphones on, okay? If they see you with headphones, most people will think that, of course, you are busy and it's not a good time to talk. Now, if you have an office that's open, I would probably look away from where the people are. So again, there's no chance to have eye contact with them and, of course, start a conversation. Now, the next thing that I would probably do, if you can, is actually to rent a little office where you can actually close the door and nobody can bug you. Doesn't matter how many people are outside, you're actually in your office and there's no way that they're gonna be talking to you. Now, of course, you might say, well, they can knock at the door. So the next thing that I like to do is, if you can find a sign that says do not disturb, just put it outside the door. And again, if somebody wants to kind of just randomly talk to you, they're gonna say, well, he's busy right now or she's busy and it's not a good time to talk to them, okay? Now, if you really need to talk to your colleagues during the work time, of course, make sure that you have, you plan the conversation. So, for example, you might say, I'm gonna go outside because I need to find out information about certain property, okay? And then you go out and you go straight to the point. Now, the next thing is make sure that if you're doing that, make sure that you put a time limit, okay? Because it's very easy to go out, answer the question, and then continue to talk about stuff that's not gonna help your business. So make sure that you ask the question, put a time limit on your conversation, and just say, I'm sorry, I just have to go, I have a meeting to go to, and then just leave back to your office where nobody can bug you and you can actually start to focus on what needs to be done. All right, so there you have it, guys. Those are 3 biggest time wasters that I see in real estate agents. If you have any other time wasters that you would like to share with us, make sure that you comment below, make sure that you click the button, you subscribe, you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, guys, and I will talk to you on the next video.